Either one of you ever been a part of 3 straight shutouts?
Definitely not the last few years here. We tend to give up a lot, but no, I can't remember the last time. It's obviously a credit to our goalies, but I think also, we're playing good hockey. They're there when they need us, or when we need them, but all in all, I think guys are buying in pretty good, and I think we understand what it takes to win right now and what makes us successful. And when we do that for a good chunk of the game, we give ourselves a good chance to win. And obviously, 3 straight games is pretty impressive.
Jacob yesterday was talking about the buy-in from the forwards defensively recently. Is that something that you guys have talked about a lot over the course of the season? Or?
Yeah, I don't think it's been harped on specifically. I just think that, Turk's got a specific way of what he wants us to do, and it's pretty standard. It's pretty black and white. It's what he expects from us, and I think it's pretty obvious to us when it works, what we're doing correctly, and when it doesn't work, what we're not. So it's nothing crazy. It's just simplicity and buying in. And like I said, it's never a perfect game, but I think we know what it takes and what he expects from us.
Adam, speaking from the defensive point of view, there were games, especially earlier in the season, where very high event games both ways. You guys seem to be keeping it low event, especially defensively. What specifically has changed then to keep it like that?
Yeah, I think maybe a few things. We're obviously know the system a little better. Obviously, with new coach, new players, it could take a little bit of an adjustment. But like Strome said, I think everyone's just buying in. I think we've had a goal from the start of the year where we want to be in the playoffs, want to be playing for a Stanley Cup, and it takes playing the right way. And 82 games, you're going to have sloppy games, and we knew when we were playing bad and still winning, and knew that probably wasn't sustainable. So to clean that up and really have good defensive efforts, and like Stromer said, when your goalie helps you out too, it obviously helps a lot. But just smartening up and knowing our chances come if we when we get them, not really cheating for it.
Adam, where do you feel like your game is at personally right now, and how did it feel to get one from first now a couple games tonight?
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, you try and stay in every game at this point. You don't want to look too far ahead to playoffs, and maybe you're playing a non-playoff team and take your foot off the gas a little bit. And but yeah, I think playing well. Obviously, playing with a lot of great forwards, especially on that shift with the goal. Stromer's line with Brett and Copper, they move the puck so well, and so yeah, it felt good to get one, and been feeling good the past few games.
Adam, on your goal, what are you thinking when Panarin's doing all that stick handling?
I think go somewhere. I think just try and get open. He'll find you. It's it's tough to know what he's thinking, but you just move around. I think I started at one hash mark, came all the way to the other side, and like I said, that line just moves around so well. They have a lot of chemistry, and I just wanted to get a puck to the net there, and Copper was in front, but like I said, that line moves around so well, and especially when Brett has it, you just try and move and get open, and he'll find you.
And Ryan, on yours, simple read just to drive the net.
Yeah, sometimes when the power play's not working, it's a simple play like that. So I think we've tried to attack with more speed on our entries in the power play, and I think sometimes we get a little slow on the power play, and that kind of hurts us. So I think when things aren't going great, if we could just use our speed and our skill and kind of attack the net, and obviously you see the speed Mika had wide, and I think that makes teams really respect him and someone gets open. So it's not always going to result in a goal, but it allows us to get more zone time and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the adjustments we've been making that's helped us a little bit last little while.
Is the purpose of that just to keep them on their heels defensively?
Yeah, of course. Even talking to our penalty killers, I think the hardest part for them is when they have to turn and face their own net. I think if you keep it simple for them and they can look up ice and get in their structure, it's easy. And whether it's a rebound or off the rush or an entry, I think anytime we can use our speed and our skill and get pucks towards the net, I think you see us trying to direct more pucks at the net. I think it just makes the penalty kill turn and makes it harder for them. So we know we have the skill to make great plays on the power play, but oftentimes it's just simple plays that create the openings and then allow our skill to take over.
Do either of you have anything new to say about what Shesterkin does back there for you guys?
No, nothing new. He's seen it all year, so same old for us.
With this one moves you guys back into the tie for first place. The later you get in the season, do you want it more when it's this close and you guys are right there for it?
I feel like we haven't talked about it a ton. I think I think I said this a week or two ago. We've just come to the rink every day and worried about the next game. And I think that's been one of the keys for us this year. And I said this before. It hasn't been wins and loss. It's been both. We come to the rink with a fresh mindset and ready to play the next game. And I think if we worry too much about the standings, I think it's just going to negatively impact you. I think these five games are a great chance for us to fine-tune our game and get ready to go. And I think if you worry too much about that, you maybe lose sight of the real goal. I think if we can just bring our best effort, let the chips fall where they may, and if we keep playing good hockey, I think good things will happen. I think that's kind of more the mindset.
Adam, specific to Shesterkin, when you're a defenseman and he's behind you, describe the comfort level that you have as a defenseman, and describe also what maybe that allows you to do within your game.
Yeah, I think you're always. I think you could. I don't want to say there's been times where you feel like you could do a little more and have that security blanket behind you, but when you need to get bailed out, he does that, and to have a goalie behind you that you have so much confidence in, it really helps you as a defenseman. I think you could play a little more confidently and know that you don't have to worry about letting up shots from the outside that might get kicked for a rebound, might trickle in or anything like that. But to see what he's been doing this year, and to be a defenseman in front of him, it's obviously really good for us to have that bailout and have confidence that you're getting a save when you need one.
All right. Review guy, what does 50 wins mean? A milestone like this 5 times in franchise history.
Been a good year. I think you want to win as many games as possible. So it's obviously a nice, a nice accolade. I think we've had a lot of great accomplishments this year, and guys have had some great personal success. But little accolades like that for the team, I think, mean a lot too.